Hi friends, Marlene here from Uniquely Ella. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, I'm Uniquely Ella on Facebook, Instagram, my YouTube channel, everywhere. Today I come to do like a craft with me, really. It's not really a tutorial, it's like a craft with me. I'm going to try to put out a series of these little, I don't want to call them tutorial, just like a series of these little videos, because I'm working on a project that I already showed it a little bit, but I'm gonna show you the little bits that I did to put this project together, and I'm so excited to show you. Today I'm going to show you just a couple of little things. I'm going to embellish a clothespin, and I want to do these little rosettes. I'm not sure if you call them rosettes or what you call them, but these were gifted to me, and I'm like obsessed with making them now. I only really need like a few of them. I don't need a lot. I'm trying to get this to focus. Is it focusing? Yes. I only need a few of them, but I haven't been able to stop. They're real easy and fun to make, and I'm not sure. I'll show you a little bit later on where the little ornament is naked, but they're so much fun. I used a lot of crepe paper. I love crepe paper. I used to use it all the time. And then, you know, if it's out of sight, I forget. But usually around Christmas, I like to bring it out and crepe paper everything. And it's just a roll like this. I found it probably some antique store or something, some thrift shop or something. Because now the crepe paper that I've been able to find is thicker. And I like it, when it's thinner like this. And then all I did was I made some ruffles. They're kind of like uneven, you know, like whatever ruffles, however they come out, and that's good enough for me. So let me get rid of this, and let me get the supplies ready, and let me show you how I did this really quick. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, let me bring you in a little closer so you can see what I'm doing. Well, what inspired this project was this ornament that a friend of mine gifted me, and she's also loves to junk around, so I'm sure that's where she found it, and I am so grateful. She gave me a bunch of these, and I was like, what can I do with these? They're so pretty. But what really drew me to them is that they have a little magnet in the back. I'm like, how cool is that? And it's a strong magnet, like it can really go through like cardboard or something. I said, I gotta do something with this, so I am. So I wanted to also use some of my crepe paper, and this is how I started. It's real easy. Like I said, I curled it up, you know, with just a sewing machine, and then I'm just going to use my my glue gun, but you can kind of sort of use whatever you want, but I'm going to use my glue gun. And basically all that I'm doing is just going around with, which is easy because it's already ruffled. So it's like I'm not really giving it the shape. I hope you can see what I'm doing because I'm real bad at staying in frame. I'm going to have to trim this. I'll show you how and why in a little bit. So we're just going around and around and around. Oh my God, these, I was like addicted to these. But I think I'm going to keep my crepe paper like on my desk, on my work desk. Because I really love the kind of like the texture and the look. It just looks kind of vintagey to me, especially this creamy color. My favorite are the cream and the pink, of course, and the blue. Okay, how's it looking? How's it looking? Yep, that's good enough for me. So then I'm going to trim it off. And you see how it's kind of wonky? Because it's really hard, at least for me. Maybe you can take your time and get it perfect. But you see how it's wonky? Well, don't worry about that. We can fix that. And that's what's so great about this. You can just cut it and give it the little shape that you like. And this is good to do like a whole bunch of them, or you can even do little like paper medallions. Like also this one. This was also gifted to me. Let me see if I can find it. I don't remember where I put it. Oh yeah, here it is. I'll show you one. This was gifted to me by a really sweet lady over on Instagram. Look how pretty that is. And she also did it with crepe paper. So I have this like right in front of my desk there to motivate me. And it has nothing to do with fall because I already, you know, I have like my little fall supply on my desk. But it's just, it reminded me also, oh my God, you forgot you really like crepe paper. Okay, let me just trim a little more. I think that's good enough. I hope you're getting some crafting done. Okay, so see, this is more or less how my rosette is going to look. So now I like to do glitter on the edges, which I'm going to show you how to do, but I found out that putting this tinsel on first doesn't make my glitter go crazy. So I try to go around. It's real simple. Look how easy this is. You don't even have to glue it on. It just tucks right under. But I'm sure that's kind of how she did it too. She tucked a little tinsel, but I'm going to go around twice because I really like this silvery. So I'm going to go around twice and under my little pendant here. And this is not glass, it's acrylic, so it's not that heavy, which is, I think this is why the magnet is so good. So you go around twice. And this is going to go on a bigger project. I already showed a sneak peek of the project, but I wanted to do like a step-by-step how I put it all together. And I'm planning on another Christmas project. I hope I can you have to get it out before Christmas. But, oh my God, I can't wait to show you that one too. I've been wanting to do it for a while. Okay, so see, that's halfway done. So now I'm going to use my glitter paper that I have here and put it like this. And I'm just using plain old Elmer's glue, nothing fancy. You could use whatever you like. You can also like dip the edges, like in the glue like this, dip the edges and then dip the edges in the glitter, but I don't do it like that because I want to really show off my glitter. So I'm just going to pour a little bit of Elmer's glue because I don't want to contaminate that. And then my glitter, this is what I'm going to be using. This is not German glass. This is regular glitter. I have it over on my little glitter station. I don't think I've shown my glitter station here on YouTube. Let me just show you real quick. This is very easy to do. Hang on. Okay, that was super easy. You just get a Lazy Susan, which was the hardest thing for me to find, but once I found them, and a whole bunch of these are, they're not cheap sometimes for just plain, you know, salt and pepper shakers. And just pour all your glitter in there, and it's perfect. It's all there, and also I can see it, and it motivates me to use it. So, here we go. We're just going to go round and round and round. Like I said, you don't have to do it as thick as this. You can use real thin. Martha Stewart has this, that I have it. I like using my brush. Has this real thin glue. But I don't know. If I'm going to use glitter, I want it to show it off. So I'm going to do about half of it. Super easy. So you can do this with just about anything. You can also do it in gold. You can put an image. You can, to do like a whole bunch of them and just have them saved for when you have a project. I always say I'm going to do like mask. I see the girls doing mask making stuff. I need to do that. Just see, and I left the back exposed for the little magnet. See how pretty? I need to do mass making anything. I mean, you know, it's like, I'm always doing like one thing at a time. Let me sneak right underneath it. Super easy, super fast. And you guys are gonna love the end results. So I'm getting a little crafting time in. I call it my little selfish time. I'm sure you guys know what I mean. Okay, here we go. Guys, I started making short YouTube shorts. I know they've been around forever, but now I'm getting around to it. And I'm like, is there a tutorial for it? And I'm like, wait a minute, how easy can this be? So I figured it out. Well, I'm trying to figure the music and stuff and all that, but only because I was hooked on shorts. I like watching something real fast. I'm like, I'm sure someone may like to see some of my shorts. So I just want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. I've gotten quite a few of them. Thank you so much. You're so appreciated. Because every little bit helps, especially now I got to get my algorithm back to normal. Because I took a little break from YouTube. You know, I had some issues and things, you know, health stuff and things like that, but I'm doing good. So look, that's it. Isn't that pretty? We're all done. Oh my god, I'm so in love with that. Let me put my paintbrush in water. And now I think I'm going to have time to show you another little quick, super quick little project. I'm doing these little bundles, these little lace bundles to go inside the project that I'm making. So I was like on a rosette kick. So I'm like, this can be, obviously it's a Christmas ornament, but I wanted to, you know, zhuzh it up a little bit. And, you know, whoever gets this, they can take it apart and put it like, you know, like in their Christmas tree or whatever. So let me show you how I did that. Let me get my supplies. So we're going to be working with the Christmas ornament itself. And I'll work on that next. Okay. This is super simple too. See? So all I'm going to do, I'm going to glue my little doily here, right here in the center, like that. Then I'm going to glue my little embellishment, which you can use whatever. I wanted to introduce a little bit of gold here, so I'm using an embellishment that has gold and silver. And then, again, more of the tinsel because, you know, we can never have enough tinsel. And then I'm going to do this also. I'm going to go around twice. And this is going to kind of tie together the medallion. I think the tinsel is going to tie together the medallion with this other Christmas ornament. And because they're going to be in the same spot. So I didn't want it matchy-matchy, but I wanted it to kind of coordinate a little bit. So I'm just going to go around twice. Cut it off. Real simple. Simple, simple, simple. Then what do I have here? I have some of my seam binding that I get online, which I don't have a lot left. You can tell I love this color. So my seam binding is going to be like, you know, my holder thing, how I hold it. Here we go. And then I'm going to use this little tool. You can use anything, it's just that I had it put aside to kind of... Okay, I swear this wasn't as hard the first time I did it. Okay, so now I have a little something to tie it with. There we go, there we go. We're on a roll. Okay, so now let me get my little bundle. Let me get my little bundle. And I'm going to put a little, one of these cute little branches on here. Get my pliers. here. And I'm just going to kind of tuck that right under the lace just for a little sparkly. Oh yeah, that's so pretty. And I'm just going to tie a little knot. Here we go. Here we go. I like that. Now I think I had a little jingle somewhere. Let's see if I can find. Yep. I want to do a little jingle just for a little something. Okay, I'm going to use this twine. Okay. Here we go. And I'm one of those crafters that I can't talk too much when I'm working. I don't know why. So here we go. I always like to tie a little knot just to keep it, you know, still in that one spot. And then, here we go. Just a little. Here we go. Just for a little something, something. I didn't show you all the laces and stuff because I want it kind of be a surprise too. I'm just going to tie it like that. Okay, so that's done. I like that. Super sweet. Then the other thing I wanted to do was the little, real quick, I wanted to just alter this little clothespin because I wanted to put like 2 little images and have them like, you know, like kind of tuck up, you know, like you can see it type of thing. So this is just a little, I think I must have gotten this like these are kind of old. I think they were like at Michael's when Michael's had those dollar bins or something. But I really like it. I think it looks really pretty. So I found this button that's a snowflake. So I decided I'm going to go with like the snowflake Rosetta theme going on. I have these little vintage tatting little thingies. And I just need one, just as a little background for the button. So I'm just going to cut one. And that'll be like my little frame for the button. And again, you can use whatever glue you like. I just like to use hot glue because it just, since I'm not doing the acid-free thing anymore, you know, like when we scrapbook, we needed like acid-free glue and all that. And this is so liberating. Because I can use whatever glue I want. And then the little button like that. See that? How cute. How cute that looks. And then my 2 little images. You could have put the little, you can put the little rosette wherever you want, but I just thought that was kind of sweet. Like that. My little children images. So guys, I think I keep looking at my first rosette and I know what's missing. I'm like, something's missing. A little sentiment I wanted to put in. And I have it right here, my little sentiment box. I knew that's what's missing. Okay, let me get something else. I'll be right back. You see why I tell you I'm so slow? It took me all of 15 minutes to find the one I really loved, which is Winter Wonderland. So I'm just going to trim here a little bit because it looks like a little Winter Wonderland. Okay, that's good. I'm just going to ink the edges a little bit so it looks all weathered. And I don't know if I want to split these 2 words or use it like one, you know. Let's see. Oh, I like it there. Or do I like it here? What do you think? I think the bottom. Here. And then again, a little bit of glue. You can use a little E6000 if you want. But this will work for me. That's what I was missing. Perfect. So these are my 3 little projects that are going to go inside a big project, which I'm going to have another video in a couple of days, and I'm going to show you how to do that and bring everything together. So I hope you got a little something out of it. I hope if you have some crepe paper, you can dig it up and do a little something with it. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. God bless. See you in the next one.